I'm back here again in my YouTube channel, and today is the peak of noon time of it's already March 2, 2020, and today is Monday. So right now in my garden, as you will notice that almost all of my plants are having less leaves. Actually, I'm in the peak now of spider mites dilemma, spider mites attack, and the okra, it's been being hosting the spider mites for ever since the leaves were yellowing, and it's been I think 4 months, and gotten to the point that it really lost the leaves, because at the time the last time I vlogged with the okra was when I pruned it, and I left only a little of stems, those small stems, but they all lost their leaves, and I only have left 2 okras, 2 trunks. This one and that one, because there were supposed to be 5 and now it's only 2, and the other one is dead because there are no leaves. So obviously some insects are trying to damage it. We can see really because maybe some of it are under the soil. So right now what I have, so since that last time in February, there were the 3 days of full days of rain. So the soils here of the container were really very soaked, and so the onions, I regularly apply the onion with my regular water teeing, but the onion seems to be absorbing a lot of water that time because it was 3 days of full rain. So yeah, the onions really got soaked. It didn't survive. The only that survived were those that have already many stalks, that have already grown a lot of stalks. Supposed to be there were 3 bigger onions here, bigger fat onions here, and this one have it's supposed to be 3, and they had a lot of leaves at that time, very green ones. But ever since, after the 3 days, full 3 days of rain, actually it is a full day of rain, and it is 3 days. So the soils here were really soaked, and only the onions were so sensitive with the rain, because supposed to be it won't be affected after I will be applying water tea, because before and after rain I applied water tea. But at that time of 3 full days of rain, it did get, the leaves became very green when I applied the water tea, and seems like the leaves are very heavy for the main stalk here, the white one. because maybe at the time it has already absorbed a lot of water, so it's not applicable for water teeing or for giving it some fertilizer. So maybe it's supposed to be for the soil to be waited to dry. So when the soil is supposed to dry a bit, that would be the probable time to apply again the water tea, because it seems like the bulb is very much absorbing of water. Absorbing. So okay, I'll just take shades here because it's too hot. It's in the peak of noon already. I think it just got 12 o'clock in the lunch, in noon time. So since the soils here in the soils of the container here are very much soft, what come into mind is that I tried to, because since I have to regularly apply the water tea for the plants to be nourished and to resist those pests that will be attacking it. Of course, that won't be just one pest. It will be different kinds, and even I can even notice it for the whole day, for the rest of the day, because I can't be here guarding the plants the rest of the day. So what I did so that the water tea will be regularly done, or will be regulated, is that instead of the usual wait, so is it, I've come up with a right explanation. This is how it is. So instead of the usual way of diluting the water tea into the water to make a water tea solution, for the abono, we call it here in our terms in Bisaya, it is abono, but only it is a liquid, it is fluid, not those of the solid fertilizers like the feces, the goats feces, the cow's feces, like that. So this is already so redundant, right? Instead of my usual way of diluting into water, I just applied just a little amount of water, just a very little amount of water, like just 5 spoons. But of course, I didn't measure it. I just estimated it, but it's just very little, and I did drip only, just drip drops, like the usual amount of the water tea for each plant, for each vegetable. It seems like it's trifold, doubled, or trifold, and I made only a drip drop so that the soil won't be soaked. Because anyway, whenever there is liquid and another liquid will be put into it, even though it is very little of liquid, it will surely follow the wherever it is the other. It's so redundant. So here's a much clearer explanation. I did only a drip or drops of the water tea because whenever the soil is wet or soaked, so it's supposed to be absorbing a lot of water, right? It's holding a lot of water, or it's holding an amount of water, And whenever you try to, and it catches another liquid, of course, the substances of that liquid will go over through the whole system of the water absorbed in the soil, or through the whole water that is being held in the soil, right? So that is the concept that came into my mind. So when I applied it that way for 1 week, I successfully sustained the plant, and it is even much very successful than compared to how I frequently do it to the usual way that I apply the water tea. So before, I really struggled of growing chili peppers here and bell peppers, but because of that way, I have them right now, very much healthy. They have big leaves, and even at its right time of flowering and fruiting, it did bear, or it was fruiting, and it was flowering and fruiting at its very scheduled time, at its right. Really happy. So I've done 1 point. I have 1 point of success, which is I've grown healthy peppers, chili peppers, and bell pepper, and some of the chili peppers have already flowered and have fruits, but there are not yet full-grown fruits. They have just the flowers just turned into fruit, but not yet full-grown fruits. And the bell peppers, this is what I am very much expecting, and I hope that the bell peppers will be growing normal, as I've really been dreaming of seeing here in this garden and as a container plant. Because whenever you plant in a container, it usually is very prone to a lot of disease, because of course it has a small soil media, and it needs a lot of nurturing. Because of that, it already depends on a small soil media, or through what is being applied to it. So I'm very excited for the bell pepper, that it will someday, some of this day within this month, will be having lots of fruits, hopefully. But after that success, I have second success also, is that I have allowed the plants to avoid the aphids, because it seems like the water is the main reason why aphids keep on hovering the plants. Because as I have mentioned in almost all of my vlogs here in the garden, that because of the rain or because of too much watering, aphids are hovering, because the leaves of the plants are very juicy. They became very juicy. So right now, I'm very happy to see that even the leaves are very big and are green. They don't have aphids. But even though I have the 2 successes, there's always a disturbance, and that is the spider mites. So the spider mites, above all here in the pest in this area, are really the most vulnerable and very much destructing, or very they're very much a devastator. Because as you see, they are the ones who eaten all the leaves here of the okra, and I'm really fighting for it. Always, I have to regularly apply water tea and hydrate it with water, of course, because what the spider mites really like of the plants is to absorb all of its fluid, even from its trunks, from its stems, as long as it can absorb. And when it's done with the plant, it will try to glide to another plant because they have no wings. They just glide, but they can easily glide because they have webs. They are spiders. So since my tomato they were lost. I had lost my tomatoes. I had and have because as of now I don't have tomatoes. I don't have them anymore, and so that would be I had and I have lost. Sorry, because I'm really weak with grammars, with past and present tenses. So I have planted new sets of tomatoes, and I have fixed the area so that it will be neat for the new set of tomatoes to grow. And I already have seedlings of that. And before that, I had a seedling of okra, but also it was attacked with the spider mite. It was supposed to be very healthy, but it was really overcame with the spider mites. I was not able to regain it because I'm so busy. I wasn't able to water it always. The only thing that you can fight or you can regain the plants from the spider mite is by hydrating the plants, and also resist and applying pesticides. So wait, I have to let you see the chili peppers. So these are now the chili peppers. I've been talking a lot, and I thought it was they were recorded, but they were not. So I have to discuss it again. I hope I can remember everything that I was saying lately. So as you see right now, we're looking right now with the peppers. I have here mixed the bell pepper. This one, the bell pepper. This is the old bell pepper that I've been struggling with, and it's bearing leaves. But I think this will not be able to bear fruits anymore. It will just flower, but it will not bear because it has reached its maturity period. It will be having a hard time in bearing. And this one is new, and other one here, and there also that one is really growing well. So since we'll be focusing in the bell pepper because of what I said, right now the spider mites are really trying to suck on the leaves. So here we can will notice yellow spots. So that is how the spider mites will do on the leaves of the most of the leaves of the plants that they will be sucking. We will see yellow spots. So try to look under. I don't know if this is still clear. Thankfully, there were a little. Thankfully, there is a little of spider mites left. So I've been applying what I applied here for an organic pesticide is a solution of detergent soap, cooking oil, and diluted in water. That would be an organic pesticide, so it won't be very corrosive. But as I have googled, there are detergent soaps that are very corrosive. So first hand, before applying to the leaves, don't apply it. We should not apply it to the whole or to the entire leaves of the plant, but you have to try it to a single leaf, and if it's not trying to affect the leaves, then it will be just fine. But for me, I surely know the soap that I was using, the detergent soap, is not corrosive, so I directly applied it here. It is detergent bar soap, just a little. I just melt a little of it in water, and then apply just a little of cooking oil. It's not really gallon of water, just a small bottle like that, like 300 ml, maybe 300 ml of water. So as you see, as I've said lately, that the chili peppers are already developing the flowers into fruits, but they are not yet fully grown fruits. So here is a close look. That's 2 pairs in 1 node. That's very much a sign of a healthy fruiting, because in 1 node there are flowers here, and to the top of the plant there are also blooming flowers. So that's really a very success growth. Unlike before, that it's really hard for me to grow leaves, but now I have the right scheduled time of flowering achieved. And here also they are flowering. It's been 4 days that I have applied. 2 days only that I have applied. It's supposed to be 4 to 7 days, but I only applied 2 days yet, and today is supposed to be the 3rd day, but I missed. But anyways, it's good to see that there are only a little of spider mites, just a little bit of spider mites. You can see, unlike before, that they really form webs here under the leaves. It already had thrived to almost 5 plants. It has reached here, and if I haven't applied the detergent, and see, there's a mealybug. There's a mealybug. It's a mealybug. It's not a mealybug this time. I have to squash that one, because I've been watering it today. I've watered it today. I did not apply the drop system because it's already the 3rd day, and I have to hydrate the plants, because as you see here, the tanga, the lemongrass, is closing the leaves because it's been 3 days that it wasn't watered. So the leaves are starting to open. As you see, lately it was really very hard, very stiff. That's the sign of the lime leaves. If it needs hydration. It is not necessary of watering it daily. It's like the chili pepper that only watered for some time. So that's it. If the number of the spider mites will increase again, then I will be putting the pesticide. I'll be applying I will be applying, sorry, because my tongue is really sliding up. And here the limes. I also use the drop system because the limes also don't want to be soap a lot of water or soap with water. See here, they are not potted. They are just they have just grown here in the damp soil here, and yet they are very healthy. They're just like here. They have the same size of leaves, but this one is much healthier because they have this damsel here has a lot of eggshells. I have placed a lot of eggshells there and a lot of compost, been all damp compost and eggshells. They are not new. I think they have decomposed, so that's why they were able to absorb well, and the roots are not being soaked. And also the malunggay. If you remember in my last vlog that I have the body of the malunggay as longer, as tall as like that, and I've said there in the vlog that I have to cut because we have to allow it to grow with lots of stems. And yet, because the soil at the time was really very soaked also, and it frequently rained, the sides of the trunk were being lived with like worms. There were worms living here at the sides, so it was not able to grow a lot of stems. So I cut it again. This was the old body. See, as you see, I have cut a very big portion and remained only just this short, and I maintain it with 1/4 of water tea, and water is also same amount, same volume with the water tea morning and afternoon. And at last we have a new plant. I think this has grown on the roots, not really in the trunk or at the trunk. How shall we say, off at? It didn't grow here in the trunk, but under the roots there. It grew from the roots, not really from the trunk. So this was the only left, the old as of the set of malunggays I have, this is the old one that is left, and we kept on harvesting its leaves. And as of now, this is 2 days not being harvested, so it has leaves a lot. So guys, until here, because I'm already panting. As you know, my vlog is not scripted, so I will really be having a difficulty in my structures, in grammar. Really be happy knowing that many will be learning from my experience here in gardening, because I'm not an expert gardening. It's just my the adults, the old ones are very much familiar of planting, and even the soil they are able to control it. With my father's side, family of my father's side, but I'm not really very into planting at the time, but I really cared a lot of plants. I keep on trying to distort the plant, so I'm like obstacle at the time of my of the adults. Kept on trying to pull on the leaves, the flowers, because they are really attracting me, and not knowing that I really like planting also. But when I try planting at the time, I can't really grow even one kind of plant, and this is really why I'm really saying to all of you that it will be my happiness to share my experience of having a little success of a part in planting. I hope you like this video and click the like button, and to get updated with my next videos, try to hit on the bell button, and hope you will also be get updated. Try to watch on my next video. It's so redundant. Sorry guys, I'm not really into structuring my words, my sentences. But I here hope you had fun, and you will also experience what it is planting joy in your backyard. Bye guys.